Hi, I'm Chris McBrien.
And I'm Derek Myers.
Here at Pop Goes Your World, we've received a lot of great feedback on how much people enjoy the trivia segments that we do at the end of every episode.
So we've decided to go back and put together compilations of the Fun with Yancy and Fun with Caveman segments we've done over the years as a set of bonus episodes.
We hope you enjoy the fun. Episode 83, The Martian Movie Review.
Fun with Yancy.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, Yancy, something a little bit different. You know, since he's such a fixture of millennial pop culture, I figured this week, my friend, that I'd give you a round of Matt Damon trivia. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it a step further, though. Okay, I'm going to take it a step further because ever since they did Good Will Hunting together, you know, and they won the Oscar for Best Screenplay, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have always been kind of associated together, and they're good friends too, right? So what I'm going to do for this round of Fun with Yancy, I'm going to make it really easy. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to name him a movie, and all you have to do, Yancy, is tell me if the movie starred Ben Affleck, or if the movie starred Matt Damon, or if it starred both of them. Okay, so it's a 1 in 3 chance of getting it all right, okay?
This sounds like it would be super easy, but this is going to go horribly.
And to make it even better, if you guess Matt Damon as the person that stars in the movie, and you're correct, and the movie actually did star Matt Damon, you're going to hear this.
Matt Damon.
You know, there's a little incentive to get it right? And for another
there's
chance.
There's a little incentive.
Yeah, and for us to be able to hear Matt Damon again. So that's always good. So, okay, so I name the movie, and you tell me if it starred Ben Affleck, or if it starred Matt Damon, or both. Super easy. Here we go. Okay, nice and easy. Pearl Harbor.
Both.
No, it was just Ben Affleck. Sorry.
Okay, This is going great.
Okay, Reindeer Games. Did Reindeer Games star Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, or both?
Matt Damon.
No, it was Ben Affleck. Oh, jeez. 2003's Stuck on You. Stuck on You. Was it Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, or both?
Ben Affleck.
No, it was Matt Damon. Jeez.
You're already in my head. You are already in my head.
School Ties from 1992. Did it star Matt Damon? Did it star Ben Affleck? Or both?
Both.
You got one correct. Congratulations.
Yes.
All right. The Talented Mr. Ripley.
I know it's definitely Matt Damon. I'm going to say just Matt Damon.
Matt Damon is correct.
Matt Damon.
Oh, and we get to hear Matt Damon. So that's nice. 1993. We're going back to 1993. Dazed and Confused.
I have not seen it. I'm going to say just Matt Damon.
No, it was Ben Affleck. Okay, 1999, your favorite year for movies, Yancy. Dogma. Is it
just Matt Damon?
No, it was both of them. The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Matt Damon.
Just Matt Damon is correct.
Matt Damon.
Okay, Paycheck from 2003. Was it Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, or both of them?
Ben Affleck.
That is correct. How about 2010's The Company Men?
Both of them.
No, it was just Ben Affleck. Jersey Girl from 2004. Who was
just Ben Affleck?
No, Matt Damon had a small part as a PR executive, my friend.
The movie was really bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was terrible. 1997's Chasing Amy.
Matt Damon.
No, it was both of them. Matt Damon had a small part.
Have they really been in this many movies together?
Oh, of course. What about... I'm going way back for you here, all right? 1989's Field of Dreams, Yancy. We love this. We love baseball. It's a baseball movie. Is Ben Affleck in this movie, Matt Damon, or both? Field of Dreams.
Matt Damon.
No, I'm sorry. They were both in this movie. They both had uncredited roles as fans at Fenway Park when Ray took Terrence Mann to the Red Sox.
No.
Yep. Okay, and the last one. Nice and easy. 1998's Saving Private Ryan.
Oh.
Come on, it's an easy one. I'm going with an easy one at the end.
Just Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. And I went with the total obvious one, not because I wanted to go easy on you, Yancy, but just because I wanted to hear Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
One more time to end the show. So there's that. so that was a kind of a fun way to end things. Like I say, those two guys are like always associated together. So I thought we'd have some fun. And you absolutely bombed it. And you're a millennial. You're supposed to know these guys, I tell you.
Hey, if I'm anything, it's consistent, Chris.
This is true. And this is why we call it Fun with Yancy, because we definitely have fun with you at the end of the show. And it's always good. Episode 84, the Oscars Hall of Fame.
Fun with
Caveman. Okay, so what we're going to do, because you're the guest, I'm going to let you have a chance to have some fun with me, and then I'm going to have some fun with you. I got something lined up for you. So I'll let you go first, because you're the guest.
Okay.
So what have you got for me? How are we going to have some fun?
All right. Well, so we're talking about the Oscars, so
Yes.
it's in that vein.
Okay.
And as you may or may not know about me, I'm a big gambler. I go to Las Vegas at least once a year. I've been going to Vegas for 25 years.
You and I have been to Casino Rama together when we went to see ZZ
Indeed,
Top.
we have.
Yeah,
Indeed, we
it
have.
was
Yeah,
fun.
I need to have my my gambling bone tickled from time to time. So, one of the things that I like to gamble on when I watch a lot of hockey is I do the over and under. And so for people that aren't necessarily familiar with that, it doesn't matter who wins the game. You add up the score of all the participants. So in a hockey game, if the final score was 4-1, you add the 4 and the 1 together, you get 5. And that is the number you're trying to figure. Is it over or under the line that Vegas sets, or that I gamble online? Is that what? So like football game, same thing, like an over and under. The home team, the away team, you add them together and you get a number. So I'm going to do that with these Oscars. So the question I've got for you, Chris, is I'm going to give you a list of 10 people who have been nominated for Oscars and never won one.
Okay.
I'm setting the line at 3.5.
3.5.
So what you have to tell me is if you think it's under, if they've only been nominated 1, 2, or 3 times, that's under. If they've been nominated 4 times or more, that's over. So 3.5 is the line.
Okay.
They're always going to be over or under. There's nobody who actually hits 3 and a 5 because you can't get a half. You can't get a half. So I got 10. I'm going to run down the list, and you just tell me, do you think they went over or under? Basically, I'm asking you, how many times do you think they've been nominated? If you know, great. If you don't, just guess. Over and under. I'm looking for the exact number. I mean, if you know
the over, and again, the over and under is 3.5?
3.5.
3.5.
So,
okay. Gotcha.
Just to repeat, none of these 10 have ever won an Oscar.
Gotcha.
Okay? These are all people who have had numerous nominations, never won. You got to tell me over and under 3.5.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Go.
Okay. Ed Harris.
Ed Harris would be over.
You're correct. Ed Harris was over. He's been nominated 4 times. All right. Amy Adams.
Over.
Also correct. She's been nominated 5 times.
Oh.
Okay. Bradley Cooper.
Ooh, I'll go
now,
under.
This does not include A Star is Born, which if we had this conversation a couple months from now, he's probably getting nominated up and down.
Right.
This is based on his body of work as of right now. And as of right now, A Star is Born has not received any nominations because the nominations haven't come out yet.
Right.
So
I will say under for Bradley Cooper.
That would be wrong. He has had 4 nominations, but in all fairness, he's only had 3 acting nominations. He's received a nomination as a producer on a film.
This is a bargain trick question.
Yes, it was.
That's a Gen X Johnny Dangerously quote, by the way.
All right. Glenn Close.
She is definitely over.
That was 6 times she's been nominated. Sigourney Weaver.
I will say under.
Correct. 3 times she's been nominated, never won.
Yes.
Tom Cruise.
I will go under as well, just under.
Correct. Just
3 times? 3 times?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Going to move to a couple directors.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. I got one more performer on my list.
Sure.
Will Smith. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Ooh, I will go. I'll go under.
You're right. He's only been nominated twice.
And then,
which in a couple of cases, I think is criminal. I think there's a few cases he's been overlooked for fantastic performances, and I'm sure one day he'll win, but so far, just 2 times. Okay. I got 3 more names on the list. They're all directors. Ready?
Yes. Over under is 3.5?
3.5 is the number.
Gotcha.
Ridley Scott.
I will go under.
No. Ooh. Trick question. He has received 4 nominations, but he has only received 3 for directing.
Well, that's what it is. So I should get that one.
No, the question's just nominations. So you got that one wrong. Okay. George Lucas.
Oh, he's under.
No. He has received 4 Oscar nominations.
Really? I only thought he got 2.
Directing and 2 for writing.
No, this is a director. Oh, I see. You've been 2 directing. Oh, okay. Anyway, go ahead. That's another Fargan trick question.
Okay. Last one on the list.
Yeah.
Director Paul Thomas Anderson of Boogie Nights, which we've talked about a few times tonight.
Ooh, I will go just under.
No, he's over. He's received 8 nominations, 5 of which for directing.
5 for directing. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well,
I counted. You got 7 right, and the ones you got wrong were sort of trick questions.
Yeah,
so.
they were all trick questions. They were all Fargan trick questions anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to play a game with you. It's super easy. 50-50. Okay?
Oh,
I'm going to mention a performer. And then there's no trick questions in this. There's no like you got nominated for writing or some stupid thing like that. All I'm going to do is I'll mention an actor or an actress. All right? And what I want you to do is you just tell me, have they ever won an Academy Award for acting? Yes or no? Super easy, right?
Well, if any of them are on my list, I got a little head start on you, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Half of them you gave to me. Okay. Robert Downey Jr.
Sorry, is if he's been nominated or if he's won?
No, won. Has he won? No, he has not won. Been nominated twice, but he has not won. How about Angelina Jolie?
Yes. Girl Interrupted, she won the Oscar.
She did. All right, how about, let's go with Johnny Depp. Has Johnny Depp ever won an Oscar?
No, I'm going to say no.
No, he has not. Nominated 3 times, but never won. All right, let's go with Richard Dreyfuss. Did Richard Dreyfuss ever win an Oscar?
Wow. I want to say yes, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to say yes.
Yes, he did. It is.
What did he win for?
1977's The Goodbye Girl.
Oh.
Also nominated in 95 for Mr. Holland's Opus, but he won for The Goodbye Girl. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones ever win an Oscar?
Yeah, for Chicago.
Yes, she did. What about Edward Norton? Did Edward Norton ever win an Oscar?
I'm confident. I'm not 100%. I'm fairly confident he has not, but he has been nominated for some awards that I think he should have won. So I'm going to say no.
No, he was not. He was nominated 3 times, but he did not win.
Yeah, he was so great. Primal Fear and American History X, he was amazing.
How about Jessica Lange? Jessica Lange ever win an Oscar?
Ooh. Oh, man. Yes.
Yes, she did. She won 2, actually, for Tootsie,
Wow.
Tootsie in 82 and Blue Sky in 94. Myra Sorvino. Did Myra Sorvino ever win an Oscar?
Yes, Mighty Aphrodite.
How about, here's an easy one. How about Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford ever win an Oscar?
I know he was nominated for Witness, and I think that was his only nomination. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, that was his only nomination, and he did not win. How about Joaquin Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix ever win an Oscar?
He'd been nominated a bunch of times. Did he win for Walk the Line? I think he did. I'm going to say yes.
He did not win for Walk the Line. No, he did not win. How about Mary Steenburgen? You know Mary Steenburgen. Did she ever win an Oscar?
In Back to the Future 3.
Yes. Did she win an Oscar?
You know what? I have no idea. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, she did in 1980 for Melvin and Howard. How about Goldie Hawn? You know Goldie Hawn. Did she ever win an Oscar?
Oh, I know she was nominated because I remember when Almost Famous came out and her daughter got nominated. They're like, oh, mother-daughter nominations. I, for the life of me, can't remember if she ever won. Did she win for Private Benjamin? I'm going to say no.
She did. She won in 1969 for Cactus Flower.
Wow.
How about Christopher Walken? We all love Christopher Walken. Did he ever win an Academy Award, though?
He sure did. He won for The Deer Hunter.
He sure did. How about Sean Connery? Did Sean Connery ever win an Oscar?
He did. He won for The Untouchables.
Yes, he did. And last but not least, Whoopi Goldberg. Did Whoopi Goldberg ever win an Oscar?
She did indeed. She was one of the ones on my list that I don't think should have won, but yes, she won for Ghost.
Yeah, she did for 1990 in Ghost. And I'll throw one last one in.
Sure.
How about Cloris Leachman? You remember Cloris Leachman? Phyllis? Oh, remember Phyllis? Yeah. Did Phyllis ever win an Oscar?
Ooh. Probably. Sure. Let's say yes.
Yes, she did in 1971 for The Last Picture Show. So she certainly did. So
I was playing the odds on that one. I figured
it's 50-50.
She has such a big body of work. I'm thinking she's probably got one in there somewhere.
So congratulations. You did very well. Now, I'd also like to point out one of the reasons you did so well, because it was 50-50 and there were no fargan trick questions. But other than that, really well. Good, well played, my friend. Very good. Episode 85, the top 5 Queen songs.
Fun with
Caveman. Okay, you want to have some fun tonight, Caveman?
Absolutely. I always want to have some fun. Queen, I'm already having fun.
I'm going to have a beer, if you don't mind, to do this segment.
I don't
Is
mind
that okay?
at all.
Okay, so here's what I decided to do to have some fun with you. We mentioned, obviously, we're talking about Queen, and we mentioned Bohemian Rhapsody, the biopic. So I thought a neat subject might be that we would talk about musicians in movies. So here's how it works. Really, really easy. I'll name a movie, and all you have to do is name the musician who appears in the film. Easy enough, right? I'm going to start off easy, but I got to make some of these hard, because the thing is, every time we have you on and you do trivia with me, like, you're really good. So you do really good on the trivia. So I got to try and, trick you up a little bit. So,
all right.
So you prepared? I name the movie. You name the musician that stars in it. Okay.
Right. Well, let me preface this by saying if your movie is really old, like, Chris type movies
what are you, 4 years younger than me? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Chris old. What's all this stuff? Man, I hope I don't.
All right. Okay. Lay it on me.
Man, I hope I don't die before we get through this segment. I mean, I'm so old. Okay. So I name the movie. You tell me the musician who stars in the film. Okay. Last week, you were on the show with me, and we talked about the 96 Billy Bob Thornton movie, Sling Blade, right?
Yes.
What musician also starred in the movie?
Oh, was a country singer.
Yep.
It was
Time's up. It was Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight
Yoakam.
No, you could have given me 10 minutes. That wouldn't have come up. I could picture him, but I couldn't think of his name.
Okay, one of your favorite movies of all time, Caveman. Back to the Future. What musician was in that movie?
Huey Lewis.
Yes, very good. All right.
Sorry, guys. Too darn loud.
Exactly. He was so good. Okay, here's one for you from 1980. 9 to 5. Easy one. 9 to 5.
Dolly Parton.
Yes, of course it was Dolly Parton. She was Dorothy Rhodes. Okay.
Let me stop for a second.
Yeah.
Speaking of music videos.
Yeah, sure.
The music video for 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
Right.
Every rotation right now on my video channel. And so it's if you've never seen this video or you haven't seen it in a long time, it's hilarious. So it starts with Dolly Parton, like, at a concert. Well, it's probably in a studio, and she's sitting there and she's singing along, and everything. It's a boring video at the beginning. Then when she gets to the chorus, it just cuts into scenes of the movie, and like a title card comes up and says, "These are scenes from the hit movie 9 to 5, starring Dolly Parton." It's like, thanks, but I guess it's from a time when music videos were brand new, and they're like, "Geez, we better tell people where this stuff is from. Like, we didn't do this just for the music video." And it's like, yeah, no kidding. So I laugh every time I see it, because I love this. I leave it playing, and it's like, oh my god, this video is so bad.
That's hilarious. Okay, so here's another easy one. You mentioned Wayne's World, right, from '92. Yeah. Who's the musician that showed up in that movie?
Oh, geez. Alice Cooper.
Yes, very good. Remember, he was talking about the origins of Milwaukee and all that stuff.
You're not worthy.
Okay, 1997. Oh God. What musician was in Oh God?
I don't even know that movie. Wasn't George Burns in that?
Yes, he was. The musician. What, the musician? Any guesses?
No, I'm not familiar with the movie.
It was John Denver. John Denver was in that one.
Okay.
Okay, here's one, because I know you're a movie buff like I am, and you also like Canadian films, so I think you're going to be able to get this one. 1983's Videodrome.
Oh, that's a Cronenberg movie, right?
Yes. James Woods was in it. Who was the musician that starred with him?
I have no idea.
It was Debbie Harry.
From Blondie?
Yeah, Blondie herself. Debbie Harry was in it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so here's a relatively easy one, I think, from 75. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Who's the musician?
Would be Meatloaf.
Yes, he was Eddie. He was the main course at dinner. Of course, you got that one. All right, so here's an easy one, okay? So it's so easy, I want you to name 2. A lot of musicians are in this movie.
Okay.
So you name any 2 musicians that were in the Blues Brothers.
Aretha Franklin.
Yep, there's one.
Can I say the Blues Brothers? Do
no,
they count?
No, they don't count. Come on, there's all kinds of other ones.
I can't. I can think of the songs, but I can't think of who performs them. Sorry.
Oh, man, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Who does the hidey, hi, hody, hody? I can't think of that guy's name.
Cab Calloway.
Oh, yeah, no, jeez.
And then there was also James Brown. Remember? He did Old Denmark. John Lee Hooker. Ray Charles. Ray's Music Exchange.
How did I not think of...
Steve Lawrence. Shaka Khan. Oh, I'll tell you. Okay, here's a newer one from 2007. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Kind
of a cameo.
Alicia Keys?
What's that?
Alicia Keys?
No. It was Keith Richards.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Played Captain Teague. Okay, I'm going way back. Again, I thought I got to give you a couple really hard ones because you're really, really good at these.
These have been pretty hard so far.
Oh, man, I thought these were easy. Now I got a couple of really hard ones for you. I'm going to see how this goes. All right, 1982's Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean.
I've never heard of it. I have no idea.
What? It was Cher's movie debut. And she was really good at it, too.
Come on, you couldn't have said Moonstruck? Who was in Moonstruck?
Yeah, wow, that's too easy. Okay, how about Convoy? Who was the singer that was in Convoy?
I don't, again, never seen the movie, no idea.
Jeez, it was Chris Christopherson. Okay.
I was going to say, got to be a country singer, though, yeah.
All right, here's a Nicholson film from the early 70s, Carnal Knowledge. Who was the singer in Carnal Knowledge with him?
Don't know, never seen it.
Art Garfunkel.
Oh,
Oh, man, I can't believe... Okay, I'll make an easy one. How about Annie Hall? 77's Annie Hall. What musician played a role?
Paul Simon.
Yes, very good. Art Garfunkel's partner. There you go. So, and then the last one. This one's a really hard one. This is from UK. 1980 prison escape film, Mick Vicker. Do you remember Mick Vicker?
No, I've never heard of it.
Roger Daltrey. Oh, man, I was able to get you on a bunch of these.
No kidding.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, here.
Normally, you just
back at you for a second, Chris.
What's that?
And this is one that I thought I'm going to throw this back at you. This is one I thought you were going to give me as a low wall. If Yancy was on the show, I think he would know the answer to this. In the post-apocalyptic.
Oh God!
The Postman.
Yep.
Starring Kevin Costner. Which musician makes a appearance in that movie?
I was really hoping that you were going to say a Matt Damon film.
Matt Damon.
But oh man, it was so the Postman. That was what you said, 97.
Yeah, that sounds right. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
I don't know. I have no idea. Who was it?
Tom Petty.
Oh, Yancy would have got that. He loves Tom Petty.
Two of Yancy's boxes: post-apocalyptic and Tom Petty.
And Tom Petty, all in one. What a great thing. So, jeez, that's awesome. Episode 86, Stan Lee in Memoriam.
Fun with
Caveman. Okay, so Caveman, we're going to have some fun. So since you're more of a comic book guy than I am, I thought I would kind of play a bit of a game with you here. So I've noticed, again, not being a huge comic book guy, but I've noticed it in a lot of comic books. A lot of the characters have like catchphrases. It seems to be a thing, right? They have these catchphrases. So I thought what I would do is I'm going to mention the catchphrase and see if you can tell me the superhero or the character that it belongs to from a comic. We can do that?
Ooh, okay, yeah. I mean, a few of them immediately come to mind, so I'm sure that they'll be on your list, but I'm sure you're going to have some really obscure ones.
If I was to say, to the bat pole, Robin, you would know that it was?
Superman. No. No, that would be Batman.
Of course. So, it's an easy one, right?
Okay.
So who said the catchphrase, Avengers Assemble?
I would think that's probably Captain America.
It was correct. Yes, it's very good. Okay, so there you go. You got an easy one. How about this one? Shazam. Who used to say Shazam?
Foxy Cleopatra. The character is known as Captain Marvel. A lot of people just know him as Shazam, but Captain Marvel.
That's correct.
And there is a movie coming out, I believe, this summer. Mm-hmm. I think it's just called Shazam. And if you haven't seen the trailer, you have to take a look. It actually looks great. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Who said flame on? Whose catchphrase was flame on?
Human Torch.
Yes. Good. You do know your comic books. This is great.
I was going to say something, but I'm like, that'll just get bleeped out. So we'll go with the right answer on that one.
All right. How about Great Caesar's Ghost? Who in the comics used to say Great Caesar's Ghost?
That was Perry White from Superman Comics.
Very good.
It took me a minute. Couldn't think of his name.
All right, now this is kind of comic book related, but who used to say cowabunga? Cowabunga.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Boy, you really know this stuff, don't you? Who would say Odin's beard?
I got to imagine that's Thor.
It is Thor. You are correct. I tell you. Who used to say Go-Joes? Who used to say Go-Joes?
Would that be just G.I. Joe in general?
It was G.I. Joe. You are correct. Oh, here's one. This is one of the ones. I didn't like a lot of comic books when I was a kid, as I mentioned, but one guy that I did like used to say Sweet Christmas.
That was Power Man, Luke Cage.
It was. Jeez, you really know these. How about
that one? In all fairness,
yeah,
I only know because of the Netflix show Luke Cage.
Oh, okay. I used to like the comic.
Because they have him use that catchphrase,
right.
And then I remember reading something where they were interviewing the actor, and they asked him about that. He said, "You know, sometimes when I play this character, I got to remind myself that he was created by a white man, and this catchphrase clearly was a white man's idea of what a black man might say."
That was like,
okay.
All right, who used to say it's clobbering time?
Clobbering time. That would be the Thing. That was the only when you said catchphrase. That's the first one I thought of.
Wow. How about I am the law?
In the law, all I can think of is Sylvester Stallone saying it in the really bad movie adaptation of Judge Dredd.
You are correct. It was Judge Dredd.
And then Rob Schneider makes fun of him, Mr. I am the law.
So one last one here. All right, we'll end on this one. Excelsior. Whose catchphrase was Excelsior?
I believe that was Stan the Man Lee.
It was Stan Lee himself. I tell you what, you did awesome on that. Good job. I tell you what, though, if I was ever in a comic book, or if I should say, if Uberman was ever in a comic book, my catchphrase would be "Great Scott." I don't know why. It would just be. It would. I guess it would be a reference to my Uber dispatcher, Scott, for some reason. He's the guy that sends me out on the Uber calls.
It wouldn't be a little homage to Doc Brown from Back to the Future?
Oh, maybe that would be it. I don't know why. I've just always thought that would be kind of cool. Great Scott. That's what I would say. Because, I mean, probably Uberman would just spend all day Ubering, like, regular people around, to pay the bills. And then whenever he'd get a call from, like, Uber Dispatch, you have to say, "Great Scott," and then go and pick them up and drive them to the crime. So that's
I imagine he'd be just going, no, it's regular Scott.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be like, "Uberman, just drive them there, please. That's all you need to just drive them to there, and that's it, So really good job. You obviously know your comic books very, very well.
Thanks for listening to Pop Goes Your World. You can contact Chris and Derek at popgoesyourworld.com. Please take a minute and review the podcast on iTunes or wherever you download and listen to the show.